She got to level up.
Welcome everyone to this spontaneous one-shot. We're going to be playing D&D and everybody is a level 5 character. Let's go through and introduce ourselves real quick. Valid Meal, who are you playing? What's your name, race, and class?
Oh, I'm not playing, I'm just listening.
Fearsome Fishy?
Okay, I am a... Yeah, that's his actual name, Fishy. A Water Nazi Ranger. Because why not?
What was your name? What was your character name?
Fishy. Okay. Because water. Bite me.
Level of Fear, who are you playing?
I'm playing a Dragonborn barbarian named Belmarsh.
Belmarsh.
Yeah.
Fear. And Spooky.
I'm playing as myself, and I'm not good at anything, so...
Since this is streamed, and I don't know how you feel about your identities, I'm just going to be using your usernames. And
you can use my name, I don't care.
Well, what was your... your character name is just actually you, for reals?
Yep, it's just me. Just me, myself, and I.
Shae. All right.
Brian, is this a vape friendly stream? Am I allowed to vape in here?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Yeah, I gotta grab mac and cheese out of the oven over here.
Okay.
I like how spontaneous this is. I was just like, Brian, DM a one-shot for us right now, and he's like...
Shae, high or low?
Huh?
Tell me high or low.
Let's do high.
51, you're safe. Okay, who left? Level of Fear or Fishy?
I think Level did.
Level. Okay, Fishy, high or low?
High.
Ooh, that's not good. Okay.
Of course it's not.
Fishy, you start out this one shot with a D10 of damage, but you can roll it.
Okay. A D10, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I rolled a 1.
Okay. So you take 1 damage, and then we'll wait till Fear gets back.
Oh no, I got a paper cut.
Oh no, I got a paper cut. It's just one of those random cuts that just appear out of nowhere, and you're like, where did that come from?
Yeah, it's like random bruises. Yeah.
You guys like coming up with NPC names?
I can come up with NPC names if you really need me to.
Okay, give me a young girl. Not young girl, but a young woman.
A young woman named Christina Aguilera.
All right.
I'm so sorry. This is going to be such a garbage one.
An elderly woman.
Gertrude.
Yeah.
Nice.
Gertrude's middle-aged, scholarly, prim and proper son.
Howard.
And then last of all, I need 2 brothers.
Huey and Dewey.
All right. Are you back, Fear? No, he's not back. This guy.
Always waiting.
If he's gone, I'm going to grab dice real quick.
What?
Always waiting. Waiting.
I have it set here, but I lost my D20. I'll be
Always waiting.
I was talking.
Leave me alone, Shae.
Did you say if he's gone? Because I was talking to you. I guess there's 2 Fears.
Just call one of them Fishy and the other one Level.
Yeah, I'm going to have to.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the fearsome cis Halloween shit. Ignore it. It's fine.
Level, are you with us right now? Can you hear me? No. Okay.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. That's the theme music for this one shot. Dice, dice, baby. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Bow, bow, dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun,
Before this game kicks off, rocks fall on Shae and she dies.
Oh, great. The death I always wished for.
The death I've always wanted to give you. I just... never mind.
I have returned.
Okay. High or low?
Hi?
Wait. Oh. Yeah, you're safe. That's a 9.
Cool.
Couldn't tell if it was a 6 or a 9.
Nice.
You guys are traveling from one village to another, and you have hired 2 guys, not necessarily bodyguards, but they're these 2 brothers that were just going to do, like, you know, the heavy lifting, the managing the carriage and carrying, you know, putting the luggage in the car, all that kind of stuff. If it gets stuck in a pothole, they can heave-ho it out. You've got this elderly woman and her son traveling, and then you've got this young woman, and you guys got attacked by bandits, and you made out okay. The only person who got hurt was Fishy, who is named Fishy. Fishy is Fishy. Fishy got slapped across the face and took a damage, but other than that, you guys managed to get out unscathed. However, they just took all your shit. Your cart's gone, your luggage is gone, everything's gone, so you guys are on foot now. And as far as you can estimate, you guys are probably like an hour and a half to 2 hours from the nearest place, so you gotta... Well, and that would be on a carriage, but you're on foot, so it's going to be even longer. So... that's where you guys are starting off. It's kind of a cool autumn going into winter day. It's kind of foggy out, gray skies. All the trees are looking leafless, or the leaves are dead and fallen. Away you go. These bandits just made off with your stuff, so that's where we're starting the story.
Okay, great. Well, I'm fucking pissed. I'm mad. Let's see. What do we do? We're just on foot. Like, the carriage is gone. Yeah, everything is gone.
Yeah, and let me post this in the chat so you guys know who's who real quick. Christina. I just almost said Agatha Christie because I read it back, but Christina Aguilera is the young woman. Gertrude is the elderly woman. Elderly mother. Howard is the middle-aged son. Huey and Dewey are the brothers. Okay, there we go. So, Howard adjusts his glasses and he says, I can't believe they would do that to us. This is the worst thing that's ever happened to me. My mother can't possibly walk all this way. I'm appalled that bandits would have so little regard for the elderly. And she says,
Really?
I'm not that old.
Not that old. Really? He's appalled that bandits would have no regard for elderly people? Really?
I mean, they steal all day. What do you really want?
All right. Well, I'm going to turn to our party friends and say, What do y'all think we should do? Because we don't have our stuff.
Walk.
Walk? Where are we walking to? Where are we going?
I don't know. Where are we going again? Ask Howard, I guess.
you guys were going to go to a village, but I don't know what your reasoning was. That's between you guys. You basically just decided to caravan because you found out you're all going the same way and it's better in numbers. Well, you thought so. Apparently, it's not.
Yeah.
Howard's going to say, as best as I can estimate, we're about halfway between both villages, and I don't think it would be any faster to go from one to the other. So, as far as I'm concerned, I would personally like to just head to our destination.
I mean, yeah, we may as well continue.
Well, then let's walk.
So you guys start trekking through this. It's the ground is kind of it's almost like ground after a rain, but it's not super muddy. It's just damp, and the it's like a dirt path going through a grassy lawn, like sparsely grassed field. And there's trees on the left of you, and then it's open farmland on the right of you, but it's not farmland, but just like open. It's just fields and empty. And then further to your right, I think there's kind of a stream drizzling along, but other than that, yeah, there's a forest to your left, and up ahead it's kind of foggy, so it's a little hard to make out what you're coming to on the horizon. But
is there anything growing in the open fields?
Just natural stuff, like maybe there's I don't know what grows in open fields. Alfalfa? You have to plant that? I don't know. Grass. There's definitely tall, weedy, like wheat looking stuff out there, but I'd have to learn.
No, Brian.
I don't know how to do agriculture.
Are there animals that are feeding on this tall grass?
None that you can see because it's too foggy out, but there could be.
Okay. That's all I needed to know. Okay, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to go venture out into the fucking field.
So I'm looking at what my character can actually do.
Well, I hope that none of you mind taking breaks every once in a while, because if I walk too long, my ankles start to get swollen.
Yes, she has a bit of a condition, I'm afraid. I hope that you'll all be courteous enough to let us just pause every once in a while. And the ones
Can't you just carry her?
I'm not going to be carried like some pack.
No, I'm not going to carry you. You're going to carry your mom. Yeah?
He is not the biggest guy. But Huey and Dewey...
His name is fucking Howard. Come on.
Huey and Dewey both perk up and they're like,
well, I suppose I could fashion some sort of, like, a gurney or some such.
oh, that's a brilliant idea.
We're gonna fucking wheel Gertrude out on a gurney for the rest of this gurney journey.
Gurney Journey is a painter who painted Dinotopia, and his blog is called Gurney Journey.
Seriously? Wow.
That's a real fact.
Beautiful. And I just pulled that out of my ass. He's not that creative.
So you're going to head into this field, and it's very wet with dew. It's going to be like up to your knees at first. Do you want to just roll? Is there anything specific you're looking for, or are you just exploring?
I want to look for mountable animals, Brian.
All right.
Heyo.
I thought we left.
Do I roll to search for mountable animals?
Roll a survival check.
Okay.
Why do you keep saying it like that now?
Because I don't...
Can you just say...
It's like a riding animal.
Can you just be more direct and say animals I can have sex with?
No, because that's not what I want. I just want to ride them. I got a 4.
Yeah, you venture into this field, and through the fog, you see the silhouette of something that you might just be able to ride.
Oh God, I don't like that. I see that with a... Okay.
You probably have to get closer to make it out.
Can I whistle at it?
If you want to.
Okay, I fucking whistle at it.
Okay, hold on a second.
Now I'm real scared.
You probably should be.
You find it responds. It perks up. You notice the silhouette of it perk up when you whistle at it. And it kind of comes making its way towards you. And
how big is it?
It is. Let me see here. It's large.
Okay,
That's
how large is large?
Bigger than a person.
Is it like horse-sized large, or is it like bear-sized large?
I'll tell you, it's it looks to be about 8 feet tall.
Holy fuck!
Oh,
And it was when you first saw it, it was kind of hunched over, like eating whatever the hell is in this field. But once it stands to its full height and starts walking towards you, it looks pretty intimidating. And as it draws closer, it kind of has the shape of a boar, but fucking huge.
Okay.
Like a boar?
Oh fuck! I'm not very fast, so if I turn around and run, it's gonna get me. Does it look like it's aggressive? Like, is it sauntering towards me as if...
It's mostly curious. It appears
What's
to be
going on
mostly
here?
curious right now.
Okay, great. I'm gonna grab some of the tall, dewy grass, and I'm gonna hold it up above my head, and I'm gonna say, "Here, Bori, Bori, Bori," just in a very soft and sweet tone.
Dewey's back at the caravan, though.
Yeah, I think everybody else is definitely keeping their distance. Why don't you roll an animal handling check?
Okay, great. Brian, do I get a plus since I own 2 dogs?
Your character, I don't know.
Okay, great. I'll put a +2 because I have 2 dogs.
Do you feel like you have a +2 in real life?
Yeah, I mean, in high school I had animal science classes and stuff, and I would like deal with actual like cows and horses and stuff. So
All right, +2 it is.
okay, great. That's a 15 plus 2 for 17.
This thing can smell what's in your hand, and it starts trotting very cautiously at first. And then as it gets closer, you can start to see its form, not just in silhouette, but in even its details as it comes through this fog. And it is fucking massive, and its tusks are protruding from underneath its nose, and it's just snorting, and you can see the breath billowing from its nostrils as it comes up and sniffs this stuff. And then it slowly takes a bite. And
Ever so gently.
yeah, it starts like a horse eating out of your hand. It starts doing that.
Aww.
Stretches its lips out real far and just...
Mm-hmm.
Oh fuck yeah! Do I have a pet boar now? Because I fed it.
When you move, it startles and jumps back, and then it slowly comes back and eats again. So it seems a little skittish.
Okay. I guess I'll just keep feeding it, but I'll start walking closer to the party, just kind of like leering it.
Whoa! I don't know what your plan is, but could you tell us?
Oh, look, she found food.
No, it's nice. It's nice. I swear. It hasn't bitten me yet.
Gertrude says, "I knew this was the end."
No, it's fine.
We'll be all right,
It's fine.
Mother.
It's fine. Trust me, I took animal science classes in high school.
Christina is gonna scoff at that thing and say, "That is the ugliest creature I have ever seen."
Christina, have you looked in a mirror?
I'm gonna look. Yeah, I'm gonna look.
Damn.
That's the second ugliest I've ever seen, and I looked dead at her.
We fucking hate Christina Aguilera.
Let me
Yeah.
let me see if she picks up on that. She doesn't get it.
Of course not.
She says,
What'd you do?
Well-
Sleep in when they passed out looks and brains?
"She says, well, what's the first? 'Cause I can't imagine anything uglier than that."
Just kind of pat her on the head and go about my business. Very condescendingly.
Bless your heart, you sweet summer child.
So, Shae, what is the next step?
I'm just gonna keep feeding it and luring it closer.
Every time you bend down to pull out more grass, it kind of jumps away, and every time you hold it out, it slowly walks forward and eats again. So it's a bit of a slow process, but he's making his way towards the group.
Okay. Is he trusting me at all a little bit more every time I give it food? Or is it still like...
I think at this point you should probably... Well, tell me what your next objective is.
Well, yeah, the end goal for this is getting everybody on the fucking boar so that hightail it to the village, but... Okay, I think you're gonna come to the end of the field and there's not going to be any more grass for you to pull out and feed it, so I think you need to roll another animal handling check. Animal handling, okay.
Animal handling.
That is a 13 plus 2 for 15.
I think it takes a larger degree of coaxing, but being that you have nothing left to feed it, it's wondering what else you have to offer it, and I think that you reach out very cautiously, looking out for these razor sharp tusks, and I think you start scratching under its chin.
Yes, them good scratchings.
And as you back away with your hand out, it's going to follow you for more scratches.
Yes, them good scratchings. I'm going to name him Puumba.
I'm going to name him Lunch.
I don't want any part of this. Come on, mother. And they're going to start making their way closer to the woods where they'll have some tree cover. But I think the girl's too stupid to run away. And Huey and Dewey are both, they have something to prove because they have tiny peepees. So
I got that small pee energy.
So you guys have one Shae coaxing a fucking massive boar towards you. What do you guys do?
I'm going to go carefully put my hand out to the boar and attempt to help tame it.
Okay, animal handling.
Yay, I actually have that. It is 17 plus 6, 23.
Damn, you guys. Okay.
I'm a ranger, damn it. Let me do this.
Yeah, while she is scritching its chin, you kind of come around behind its ear, and it's, again, very skittish, but it lets you start scratching its ear.
There we go.
I think it's starting to warm up to you guys, and
oh fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Puumba boy.
Shae, why don't you roll me one last animal handling to see if you can mount
Don't
this
get
thing.
me killed.
Wow, okay. Well, I'm going to get out because it's...
So I got a 19 plus 2.
Cameron, you're just in time.
You just left.
I got a 19 plus 2.
Do you guys know who Boo Did I Scare You is?
That's Rich.
Okay. Just so you know, Rich, this is a live stream, so anything you say can and will be put on YouTube.
Ploppers. All right, see you guys.
Bye.
What did you roll?
19 plus 2.
Okay, yeah. It takes... actually, why don't you tell me, how do you plan on getting up on top of this tall beast?
So I'm gonna see... Oh, frick. I kind of want to see if it'll let me climb up on its tusk and then just kind of swing around the head.
I think that
if it trusts me enough to do that.
I think that your roll was good enough that you lower the scritchums and it keeps lowering its chin into your hand like a dog trying to get more pets. Until finally you've got it down laying on its tummy on the ground, and at that point, like an elephant, you can just kind of walk up its head. And I think it treats it kind of like one of those walking massages.
Oh, fuck yeah.
So yeah, you can you get up on top of this thing, and I think you've rolled enough animal handlings to win it over, so...
I have a boar?
Yeah, you have a boar.
Fuck yeah, and his name is Puumba.
So we're not eating it then.
No, we're not eating Puumba. He's my boy. My boar boy. Okay, great. So I'm on top of Puumba. And then, I mean, Fishy was petting him a little bit.
I'm petting his ear, so I think when she comes up, I'm gonna, just carefully ease up behind her.
Okay, I want you to roll animal handling, but this isn't to win it over anymore. It's just to try and get it to hold still and stuff.
That's a 19.
Okay, yeah, you walk up right behind her, and you guys, there's even enough room on its back that you guys can both kind of like maneuver around each other and stuff and plop down on top of this thing.
This is fucking amazing. I'm so happy.
Yeah.
What are you doing, Belmarsh?
Putting away my axe with a disappointed look, and I say, why don't you let the old lady up there with you? She won't have to stop every now and then.
I don't know. I don't like this. And she says, "Oh, come on, Howard. This is exciting. I've never ridden a wild pig before." And she's gonna try and climb up.
Okay, I kind of like Gertrude.
Okay, I think
Gertrude is a woman of adventure.
Huey and Dewey give her a hand to help stabilize, so she won't have to roll animal handling. They get her up on top, and this thing is, we'll say that it's actually 6 feet tall and about 8 feet in length. So there's more room. If probably at least 2 more people could fit on it with no problem.
So are Gertrude and Howard on the boar now? Both of them? Or just Gertrude?
Yeah, we'll say Howard goes up just to kind of watch after his mother and keep them together.
Okay, great. Well, fucking Christina Aguilera can walk her happy ass because he called Puumba ugly.
You know what? She says, "There's no way I'm getting up there. That thing smells." And
okay, great, Christina Aguilera. Then you can walk your happy ass to the next village.
And then Huey and Dewey are more than welcome to come up if they want to.
Yeah, she takes off her shoes and holds them in disdain and kind of walks the Marilyn Monroe walk away from you. And then,
Fuck you, Christina.
Huey and Dewey are just going to hoof it. Belmarsh, you're welcome to jump on if you want to, but it's up to
you. Sure, why not?
Okay.
Hell yeah.
So,
and we march.
Huey and Dewey are going to kind of lead it along. Probably they'll just carry grass with them and do it like a donkey and a carrot.
Hell yeah.
And you guys start marching down this trail. So I say you want to probably walk a half an hour. Is there anything you want to do in the meantime? Any conversations you want to have?
I just want to give Puumba all the scratchings and tell him that he's such a good boy and I love Puumba.
I'm sitting facing backwards on Puumba to watch the rear. Not Puumba's rear, just
Okay. Everybody roll perceptions.
Okay.
All right.
If I wear glasses, do I get a plus to perception?
There's a 23.
I think if you wear glasses, you'll get a minus to perception because it's so misty. You have to keep wiping them off.
You're right. How much of a minus though? Like a -1 or a -2 or?
Oh, I'm just kidding. They won't have a.
Okay, great. Well, I got a 14.
So
Puumba's rear action might be distracting. I got a 9.
You guys should. It would help if you just get into the habit of posting your numbers in the chat so I can refer to them.
That's true.
Okay.
Because I did not remember any of that. Okay. Fishy, you guys are marching along, and everybody's just kind of downtrodden because there's nothing to see around here. You've got the forest to your left and the field to your right, but other than that, it's just foggy. And so they're all moaning and groaning about how they lost their carriage and this sucks and all their golden provisions. Yeah. I think that Shae is just giving it all the scritchums and loving on this thing. But yes. You happen to look forward at the horizon in front of you, and you can almost make out a silhouette of what looks like a towering wall. And as you get closer, it starts to get darker. And sure enough, it's almost like the stone wall of a stronghold, like a wall around a city. It's probably, you would estimate, it's hard to tell from the mist, but you would estimate it's probably like 25, 30 feet tall.
Dang.
Okay. Y'all, I thought we were heading to a village.
I guess I look up from Scritchin
Big ass wall
Puumba.
up there.
It's only been 20 minutes of walking, and so and you guys have a map that you can refer to, and actually I think that upon seeing the wall, Howard will look at it and say, "Where in blazes are we?" And he'll pull out the map and he'll study it, and it's kind of a crude hand-drawn one because they didn't have the internet and they didn't have satellite and everything, so they just had to kind of sketch it all out and do their measurements and stuff, and it's hard to know what edition you have, and there's copies of copies of copies. So he says, this doesn't, I mean, I see where we're supposed to be, but this is not listed on this map.
Shae, stop the pig.
Okay.
And I'm going to hop off.
Puumba.
Yeah, me too.
Halt.
I'm going to hop off and go ahead with both hands reaching towards the sword. Just in case.
I'm sorry, Fishy, you're going to do what?
I'm gonna hop off the pig and I'm approaching the wall with my hands near my weapon.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with Fishy.
It was on the horizon, so you've got probably a good 60 feet at least.
Well, yeah, I'm still walking ahead just in case.
Okay.
That way, if shit goes down, the pig's safe.
Okay, so you guys are just going to leave the pig at a distance, or are you bringing it along?
It's up to Shae,
I'm leaving
really.
it. I don't know if... Yeah, it's up to Shae.
I think Huey and Dewey will go with you just to check it out, make sure everything's cool, and then everybody else will kind of stay behind unless you guys want.
I'm staying on my goddamn pig.
Okay.
I'm going with
I'm not
Fishy.
going
That's what I was
anywhere.
hoping.
So as you guys approach this wall, why don't you guys did Mildarsh, are you going?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So roll perceptions.
Okay. Hey, we got the same thing.
Nice.
Nice.
You guys can both see that as you approach this wall, and it starts to kind of come into view from the mists, you can see the gates, and they are wide open. And you don't. It's hard to make out anybody at the top of the walls, but inside you can start to see some silhouettes and some buildings.
I mean, looks open to me. I'm gonna keep walking.
Yeah. Looks decent, and I'm just gonna follow.
You see, is there anything there?
Is this Howard?
Yeah.
I ignore him. I keep
Maybe.
Howard.
I don't like the look of this. I've made trips like these before, and running into a strange castle is not something I've ever encountered.
Yeah.
I mean,
We're about to encounter it now.
yeah, first time for everything.
I don't like it either. I'm gonna
Yes.
delete these files so that I have space. All right, there we go. Make sure it's still recording. We're good. Okay. Yeah. You guys are gonna get closer, and you'll see. There are some. It's almost like a marketplace. There's some shops inside, and you see people standing around, but it doesn't really look like it's hustling and bustling. It's almost like they're all just standing there talking to each other or something. But yeah, there's not a lot of movement going on or anything.
Are they all like human, or is it other races?
As far as you can tell from this distance, it looks like they're human.
So I stick out like a sore thumb.
Yeah, I also.
I hope they have things to eat here. I'm
I mean,
famished.
people gotta eat. I presume so.
Yeah.
I hope they don't try to eat us.
Let him try.
Yeah.
Are you guys just gonna waltz right through the gates?
Yeah. No fear.
Hell yeah.
No fear. No regrets.
You guys march through these gates, and nobody seems to acknowledge you. They're all just standing there, and the longer that you're staring at these people as you walk in, the stranger it seems, because it's less like they're just talking and more like they really are just standing there. It doesn't look like anyone's moving. This is...
Can I like walk up to a person?
Yeah.
Just pick the nearest person.
There's a group of 3 people standing at one of the nearest shops. And they're kind of huddled in a triangle shape, looking at each other like they were conversing. And you can walk up.
Hey, y'all, you like talking to each other with your minds, or what's going on?
Nobody looks at you. Nobody moves.
Okay. You'd have some reaction to the big dragon guy, but yeah, sure. What? I'm just gonna like poke one of them.
Where are you poking them?
Like just below the shoulder, like a little.
Okay. Like on the.
Yeah, like the meaty part of the arm.
Gotcha. It's a little strange. The person doesn't move, and it feels leathery. And this dude is wearing it looks like he's wearing like a cotton shirt, but it feels almost like a tough skin feeling when you touch the cloth.
I don't like that. Fishy, come here. This guy feels weird. You gotta touch.
Okay. Gonna look over and I'm gonna touch the guy.
Yep, you feel the same thing.
Huh.
It's also not moving at all.
Yeah, that's. I think I'm gonna lightly slap his face. Hey, buddy, where are we at?
So you guys might not know this, being the era and the world that we're in, but you as players, I would describe it to you as slapping a mannequin.
Ah.
Huh.
Can I just like...
Mate, I think these guys are dead.
Yeah, I'll check. I'm just gonna kick the leg out from under one of them.
I'm gonna go check the shop.
Okay. While you're
just walk away from
While Fishy's going to check the shop, Belmarsh swipes the legs out, and instead of the leg buckling underneath it, the whole thing topples over stiff, like a mannequin, and it hits the ground, and the head breaks off, and inside is like this strange kind of, almost like a tapioca pudding.
Ugh.
There's no bones, there's no organ. Well, there's kind of a skeletal structure, but again, it's this kind of weird leathery material. It's almost like a chalky rock that could crumble in your hands. It's almost like a
fishy.
It's like a plaster Paris, if you've ever heard that.
Oh.
Fishy, these people are made of cottage cheese.
Can I hear him right now? Because I'm like looting a shop.
Did you find anything? Do they have food?
Technically, yes. You like cottage?
He is. So Howard at this point is kind of outside the gate, and I think the girl is with him. I don't know where the pig is at. Where are you, Shae?
I'm on the pig.
I know.
We're just outside of the gate.
Okay, so
I never went in.
You kind of followed him up to the wall.
Yeah.
Okay.
I never went in. I just stayed out there just to, it was dangerous and I didn't want to lose Puumba.
So,
can I pick up the tapioca man by the foot?
Yeah.
I'm gonna pick him up and go, hey Howard, check this out. And I'm just with like the goopy end towards him.
The weight is, if you imagine, if you just imagine a body that was filled with pudding, that's about how much you would weigh.
Yummy yum.
I got 20 strength. I think I'm good.
It's like a big old piñata. Fishy, now you walk into the shop and you see it's got some vegetables and fruit laid out in a stand, almost like a farmer's market.
Do I see anybody tending this shop?
Yep, not moving, but he's there behind the counter.
Okay. Gonna touch him and make sure it's the same situation.
Mm-hmm. Same situation.
Alright, I'm gonna start hacking my shit full of fruits and vegetables. Because I found some food.
Wait, is the food tapioca inside?
Wait, I'm gonna bite a carrot just to see.
Oh god, no, just break it. Don't just bite it, just break it.
I'm eating baby carrots right now. I'm imagining eating one and just tapioca pudding spilling out, and I don't like it.
So gross.
No metagaming, you guys. What would your character do, Fishy? Be honest.
No, I've already said it. I'm committed. I'm biting it.
Yeah.
You bite into this carrot with a crunch, and the outside layer crumbles to the white powdery dust in your mouth, and the inside layer does have that tapioca kind of stuff. And it has the consistency and the smell and the flavor of like an old hard-boiled egg.
Oh, that's revolting.
Does that require a con check?
It goes from crunch to squish.
I don't like this at all. Who built a place that looks real but is filled with nastiness?
God of pudding?
Brad, I swear to fucking God, if you're bringing the Clown King into this. I swear to fucking God.
What, Shae? The ideas that you put in my head are no one's fault but your own.
I didn't even make the Clown King. That's not my fault.
You just brought it up, and when my players suggest things in session, sometimes I will revamp my entire story just to go with their idea.
God fucking damn it.
Now we gotta fight the Clown King.
No.
You hear this honking in the distance.
This stronghold is, you would estimate, maybe like a couple 100 feet across. It's just a square shape, and the village doesn't have any tall towers. It's mostly just like kind of Bavarian looking buildings and stuff, and there's people all about, but they're all mannequins. And so Howard's gonna say, well, if nothing else, it's shelter. We could always either stay the night or wait for help to come or some such.
Yeah, sure, I guess.
Yeah,
I mean, weren't we supposed to be like 10 minutes from where we were going?
No, it was like an hour and a half on horse.
Oh, never mind.
Or on Puumba.
Oh, that's true. Well, not everyone can get on Puumba, though. We could ditch Christina Aguilera, I guess.
Fuck Christina Aguilera. Fuck her.
I mean, I have a certain level of training. If you want her to disappear, just let me know.
Please.
Gertrude says,
Really?
Gertrude says,
I know it's going to rain. I can feel it in my bones. My old hip is acting up.
She has ESPN in her bones. Okay.
well, I don't like this at all, because I'm famished and there's nothing to eat in this entire city.
There's pudding.
There's some vegetables in there.
Is the entrance into this little stronghold area big enough for me and Puumba to come through?
Oh, yeah.
Because we're just chilling at the gates.
Yeah, it's a big gate. It's like probably 15 feet across.
All right, great. I say, Puumba, yip, yip, and then we go inside of the stronghold because we've been waiting out. See if anybody tells me anything.
I brought a pudding man over.
All right, well. Okay, so me and Puumba are going to go inside the gate, and then I'm going to kind of gingerly climb off of him, but I'm going to kind of hold on to him a little bit. I just like give him little scritchings because I'm scared that he's going to run away.
Before you get off of him, roll a perception. It's not a hard one.
What? You cut out, sorry.
Oh, before you jump off the piggy, roll a perception.
Okay, great. Okay, cool. Okay, 6. Okay, cool. Oh, fuck. Okay. That's a spicy 5.
Ooh.
In my mind, I said 5 or lower or 5 or higher is a beat. So,
oh shit!
As you're getting off this thing, you kind of scan the city, and because of your high elevation on this giant piggy, you can see over the buildings, and you notice that this whole thing is just a big square, about 200 feet by 200 feet, and at the other end, it's just walls, like all the way around is walls. This is the only gate in and out. And then you get down off your piggy.
Okay.
Yeah.
So is it just like, so as we were approaching, and you see the gate, about how long would you say the wall is? Like if we were to walk to the wall until there's an end and we can get around.
Yeah, so the walls surrounding the city, it's a square city, and it's about 200 feet of wall everywhere around, so it's a perfect square.
Okay. Well, guys, from up here on my piggy, I see that this is the only gate in and out of this area. So we might just have to go around?
That is very peculiar. Normally when people design cities, they would want a back entrance, obviously, in case there was a fire, or if they were attacked, or any such thing. Whoever heard of a city with a single gate?
Yeah. At least that's just from what I see from up here. I mean, I guess we could keep exploring and see if there's a different gate, but...
Yeah, we're staying here for the night. I'm going to pick my house.
I'm going to pick my house.
I get my own house.
Okay. Tell me what kind of buildings I kind of see just in this general area without having to explore much further into the city.
This is very marketplacey at the entrance, and then as you get further back, especially when you were on the pig, you noticed that there were it looked like houses because they had chimneys and stuff, and as you can see down the streets, it looks like it does get a little bit more residential.
Okay. Is there like a pet store in this marketplace area?
As you search around, so as you guys start searching around, you do notice that further down the street there are some chickens and things, and there's some feed bins and stuff, but
live chickens or rice pudding chickens?
None of the chickens are moving, and some of them are in mid-flap.
Weird. Okay.
Wow.
But is there any hay for horses or anything like that? There's just chicken feed?
There's just pudding.
They have various bins of grains and wheats and stuff like that.
Okay.
But you kind of have the issue of the vegetables and fruit stand that you've encountered earlier.
Yeah, but if there's grains and stuff, I mean, pigs can eat grains, right?
You're going to stick your hand in there and just pull up a handful of pudding. I know it.
I'm going to do it. I'm going to stick my hand all up in that grain barrel.
Actually, pigs don't really give a shit. Who would be fine?
They'll eat anything. So I'm going to stick my hand in the grain barrel and pull out some grains for good old Puumba.
You've had him for literally a half an hour. You're going to poison him.
It's not poison.
You don't know that.
Your hand breaks through the crust of this barrel and is immediately submerged in this nasty egg stuff.
Does it hurt my skin at all, or is it just icky, nasty egg stuff?
It feels like you're reaching inside of a turkey.
Ew.
On Thanksgiving.
Oh, God, okay. I guess I'm just gonna shake it off my hand a little bit.
It's pretty goopy. It's hard to get off. You'd have to, you can wipe it off, but it takes some doing. It's a nasty stuff. So, you guys.
Okay. Do you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna stick my hand back.
So you put your hand in there and go, ugh, and then you just put your hand back in.
No. Listen. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna see if I die. I'm gonna stick my hand back in the barrel, and I'm just gonna take a little finger. A little baby finger of this goop, and I'm gonna put it in my mouth.
Just like the carrot, it's got this smell and taste and consistency of an old...
Just rotten egg? That's it? That all of this stuff is the same?
Because it's tapioca-ish, it's almost like an old egg salad.
Oh, yummy. Okay, well, I mean, it's edible. So,
barely.
If we get stuck here, we have lots of this shit, so...
Yeah, I guess.
About what time of day is it, Brian?
It was kind of afternoon when you guys got robbed, and so you had walked for half an hour, so it's probably 3-ish right now.
Okay, so it's too early for sleep times. I guess I'll just walk around the town, just kind of look in people's houses and stuff and see if maybe there's a single living soul somewhere in this city.
Okay.
I'm gonna go look for the biggest house in town because that one's mine.
Yeah, if you walk with Shae, I'm sure that you'll get a good gander at the neighborhoods.
Yeah.
We're in the Ivory Homes now.
I think everybody's trailing along with you for lack of anything better to do. And all the while, Howard is pondering the situation and he's saying, this doesn't make any sense. Something clearly manufactured this. However, for what purpose?
Just store pudding.
Curiouser and curiouser. Well, yeah, but I feel like this isn't a very... Why would you store pudding inside of things that look like people and chickens?
Who's gonna think to look for pudding inside people and chickens?
Well, obviously, I mean, why would you want to hide your pudding, though?
Pudding is a valuable commodity. I just remembered I haven't
but I'm half expecting that gate to close and we'll be trapped in here, but...
Yeah.
It's alright, we can use Puumba to break it down. It's fine. Yeah, do I see anything in particular as we're walking around? Is there anything that sticks out to me that looks like it doesn't belong? Because I feel like most of this stuff, like, okay, the chickens and all that stuff, yeah, that kind of fits in with, like, this setting. But is there anything around here where I'm like, that's weird, that doesn't belong in a city?
Yes. However, I don't know if it's you or not. Everybody roll perceptions.
Okay.
Damn! Perceptive little fishy.
Fishy. As you're walking along through this neighborhood, you happen to glance down an alleyway, and some movement catches your eye. And as you turn and look, it looks like there's something hanging. It's kind of suspended.
Oh, I don't like that.
I'm gonna sneak over and check it out.
So it's on the corner of this building. The building has a roof that's got an awning over it, and it's kind of dangling from the awning. Yeah. And as you walk around the corner, Fishy, what's your background like? Are you a nature guy, or are you an indoors man, or what kind of a man?
I think he's a ranger, but he did some time in like the military, so he's got like a little bit of both.
No, ranger is perfect. This looks like when you hang a deer or an animal or something and slice it so that it bleeds out.
Eek.
I'm gonna get like sort of stick close to the side of the building and sort of edge my way closer to see what it is hanging.
It's hard to make out any form, but it's kind of like the shape of a human, but it looks like it's in a bag. It's like all wrapped up, almost like a mummy.
Yeah. Interesting. I'm gonna go back and relay my findings to the group. I'm pretty sure there's a body wrapped up hanging up there. Not sure what it is, but I don't think I want to go get it.
Is it a pudding body, or is it like a body?
I don't know. If anybody wants to climb up there and check, be my guest.
All right. Might as well.
Not your boy.
I'll get it done. Can I climb the building to get it down?
Yeah. So the top of this building, the buildings and the walls and everything are a much stronger structure. They're more like this chalky plaster of Paris stuff and less like the leathery skin you touched. So they have some structure to them. So you can get up, and I think maybe in a couple places your foot breaks through, but for the most part it holds you. And you go to where this is, it's kind of just stuck to the roof, and you can easily cut it down, and it drops to the ground with a plunk, and it's at you guys' feet.
So what is it?
And it's in a bag?
Uh-huh. It's like a mummified thing.
I guess I'll go ahead and just start opening the bag. What do I see, Brian?
It's kind of in the shape of a human. Where do you want to start?
Oh god, okay.
Start at the wiener.
Start at the bottom. Start at the bottom. The feet. Start at the feet.
Yeah, I guess I'll just start at the feet. Feet can't bite me, so I'll start at...
We all know you want to get a good look at them toes.
You cut this bag open, and it's kind of pulled taut, so when you just stick a blade into it, it immediately springs open, and you see feet inside, and they're absolutely drained of color, and they're skinny, they're like clutching the bones underneath.
Okay. I guess I keep cutting up the leg.
Up the leg, you see that it has some clothing. It's got a pair of trousers on, and all the way up to the torso, it looks like it's skeletal. Like this guy is, whatever it was, it's skinny and withered and dry. And you just going to cut it all the way open?
Yeah, I guess. Let's go for it. Full send it.
So when you reach its arms, it's kind of bundled up, like its arms are at wrapped around its torso, and its hands look the same as the feet. They're just skeletal. You get to the face, and it's all withered and just it looks like a skull shape, and the color is gone, and it looks like the juices are just completely empty.
Okay. Is there anything in particular, like when I look down at this body, I'm like, that's weird. Like, is there anything on the trousers, like a special embroidery or something that just doesn't look like it belongs here, or it's just a body?
Why don't you do an investigation?
Okay. 14.
You notice, you notice a bulge in his shirt, a rectangular kind of thing at the breast of it. It's like a tiny little thing in his pocket.
Okay.
Almost the size of a person's wallet.
Okay, and I have a blade in my hand, right? That's what I was using to cut open.
Yep.
Okay, well, with the blade pointed at Mr. Deadman's in one hand, I'm going to use my other hand to pull out whatever that rectangular object is.
Yes.
Yes.
It appears to be a journal.
Okay. I open the journal to the first page and I read it.
Okay. There are not very many entries. It looks like he started fresh. So there's only a few pages in, but from what you can make out just by scanning through it, this guy lived in the same town that you did, and the last date that's listed in the journal was 3 days ago.
And he's already that far in the mummification. Weird. Mm-hmm. Okay, what does it say in the last entry of the journal?
It talks about his going to see his aunt because she's sick, and it talks about leaving and being on the road, but it's not
nothing about the town we're in.
Mm-mm.
Okay. Is there a name on the journal?
Yeah, at the beginning it said the Journal of Arthur Fensworth.
Okay. And he's from the same town as us, right?
Based on the entries in his journal, it talks about some locations and some places like Eddie's Tavern or whatever, and you would recognize that as from your town.
Okay, but I don't recognize his name.
I don't know. Roll a history.
That's a nat 20.
Damn.
It's really hard to make out his face because it's all skeletonized, but when you read that name, It reminds you of somebody that you knew back in town when you were in school.
In my animal handling school?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, frick.
So it would have been years ago, but definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's a name that I kind of sort of recognize from school.
Yep.
Okay. Well, I guess I will just tell the party, his name, but it doesn't say anything about the town that we're in or anything. Kind of at square one with stuff.
Yeah.
Should we put him back, or?
Should we put him back? I think we should... I don't know. I feel bad. I think we should give him a proper burial.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because it's not... we found him mummified, hanging. Seems pretty deliberate that he was placed there. So we should give him a proper burial and then come back and investigate this building a little bit more.
Do you want to bury him in Pudding Town or outside of Pudding Town?
I don't know. I've never buried a body before. I don't know what I'm doing.
I'd recommend outside.
Yeah.
Don't ask how I know that.
Yeah, I guess we take him out.
Yeah.
Just outside of the walls and bury him.
So Huey and Dewey have no problem lifting this body because it is just skin. It's just flesh and bones right now. And so they start carrying it to the front gate, and all the while, Howard is just now he has something new to puzzle over, and he's saying, "This is very disturbing because, first of all, how did he get this way? What strung him up?"
That's why I said we should go look back at the building a little bit more. See if maybe whoever was there before left some clue behind.
You're the one that wanted to bury it.
Listen, I wasn't just going to leave him there in the middle of the city.
We could have just burned him.
School. No, I kind of knew him from my animal handling classes. That's not very nice.
What's wrong with burning people? My tribe did it all the time.
It's just not polite. Anyways, the question on my mind now is, should we bury him with his journal, or should I hold on to it?
I think we should keep the journal. There might be more information gathered from there.
All right, I pocket the journal.
Okay.
And then...
We can't burn him, but we can loot the corpse, all right.
No, it's not looting. It's looking for clues.
Right.
Okay, well, once they're done burying the body, I say we go back to the building.
Yeah.
So, are you guys going to go with them for this burial? Are you going to walk out in the gates?
I'm going to. Just
I think I'm just going to investigate because I don't have any tie to the deceased.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to hang out with Fishy.
Shae, you go with them, and you're following the body as they're carrying it, and you're making your way towards the gates.
Making my way downtown, walking back. Okay, go ahead.
Let me save this real quick.
Brian, are you going to kill me right here, right now?
I want you to roll another perception.
Okay.
You're about we'll say you're about 60 feet from the gates.
That was a 12.
It's good enough because this thing's not hard to miss. You hear kind of a tick, 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 tick up ahead. And
like horse hooves?
No, it's not clip-clop. It's more like a tippy-tappy.
Tippy-tappy. Okay.
And it the way that it resonates through the fog and the dead air makes it sound like whatever it is, it's kind of big, and it's coming from the walls. And Huey and Dewey are focused on carrying this body and not dropping the corpse, and so they're not really noticing. But as you look up towards the gates from where the sound is coming, you notice two black things come over the top of it, and then as it starts to emerge, this is what you see come above the gates.
Oh no.
Oh, I don't like that.
Oh,
Brian, why?
And this thing is massive. Like the gates are up about, I said 30 feet. So this thing is coming up and it's just towering over them. It's bigger than the boar.
Okay, is it coming from like outside of the city or is it inside of the city climbing over?
Yeah, it appears from the outside of the wall and it's looking right at you guys.
Okay, great. Brian, would you consider that an animal that I could possibly handle?
Anything is possible.
Oh god, okay. I really don't like that. Did you Photoshop this specifically for this one shot?
Well, I had a spider in mind, but then when you said Clown King, I had this.
God damn it!
I appreciate it.
God damn it. Okay. Okay. Great. Cool. Okay. I hate all of this. Huey, Dewey, very carefully look up. Don't drop the body. Just kind of look up.
God damn it.
What do we do?
I think Howard's going to come around with his little Bible or whatever, and he's going to be like, "I found the perfect eulogy. I think oh fuck." And as soon as he sees the spider, everything starts to click in his mind. The single exit, everything's just made up. The body hanging, and he says, "We walked right into its trap."
I hate being right.
Son of a bitch.
So, Belmarsh, Fishy, the mother, the annoying girl are all back at the residential area, and you guys are up front. What do you guys want to do?
I'm gonna fucking scream. And hope that they hear us, because I am terrified.
Yeah.
Do I roll for scream?
No. The air in this place is completely dead. There's not even any birds chirping, so your voice just echoes across this stronghold, and they can clearly hear you.
Wait, have Fishy and I seen it?
You can't see it unless you get out into the main streets.
I'm gonna run towards the screen.
Yeah, me too.
Because I'm pretty sure I recognize that voice by now.
Yeah, as soon as you get on Main Street, you can just see all the way down this corridor to the gates, and this thing is looming above the walls.
Oh.
I go, oh, hell yeah, and I start running.
Right. I'm gonna, let him go first, but then I'm gonna pick back up running. I'm like, I fucking hate being right sometimes.
Okay.
Is there, a weapon shop in the marketplace that preferably weapons not made out of fucking cottage, Brian?
It's all pudding.
Yeah, after everything you've seen, you'd have confidence to say that it's all pudding. I think you guys have just enough time to prep. If you have anything you want to prep before the battle or whatever, you can, and then we're gonna probably jump into initiative.
Okay, great.
I would like to rage.
Because all I really have right now is this to cut down the body or cut open the bag thing, which I'm assuming is probably a fucking spiderweb nastiness.
You know what? You were the one that decided to enter this game as yourself.
Yeah.
I know. So I'm gonna run into the nearest weapon shop, and what do I see?
You see halberds and bows and knives, and they're all made out of this chalky stuff.
Fucking Christ, Brian. Okay. Okay. Fuck. Bow. I'm gonna grab a bow. And are there arrows nearby?
I'm just gonna tell you right now. If you try to draw the string of this bow, it doesn't have any flex. It's just a single thing, so it would just snap right in half. You could.
Okay. Are there wooden planks and or nails nearby?
No. However, I will tell you this. I'll give you this. The floor of this thing is he just built this stronghold in the field on this land, and so you would have no problem finding like rocks and natural sticks laying around.
Okay.
There are no trees in here, but it's possible if you want to search for a branch or something, I'll let you.
Okay. Well, I don't want just a branch. I want like a fucking stick. So can I roll to see if I find a stick?
Why don't you do an investigation?
Okay, great.
I will
Awesome.
tell you what to find based on your number. So if you get like a 20, it'll be a beefy stick. If you get a shit one, it's going to be a...
I got a 17.
Okay, that's pretty good. Yeah, you find what you could probably, you wouldn't use it to prop open some gear, to wedge into some gears or anything, but you could use it.
But can I use it as a baseball bat?
Let's call it a club.
Okay, great. So I'm going to take that club, and then I'm going to find
let's say it's long enough, so let's call it, I don't know. Can you use their staves a melee weapon, or is that mostly just for magic reasons? I don't know those characters.
I mean,
I'm not a
I feel like you can use it as a quarterstaff.
Somebody with it.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure. Let me look at the damage real quick.
Would that be an improvised weapon though?
No, I'm not gonna.
No, it'd be a.
Quarterstaff. Oh, that's. Okay, yeah, that's... I thought it would be longer than that. Okay, let's just call it a quarterstaff. You have 1d6 bludgeoning and 5 feet of range. Oh, and it's versatile, so it could be 1d8 if you do two-handed.
Okay, so I can use it, let's say, if I were to pick up a bunch of baseball-sized rocks, I could just... I could use that as a baseball bat.
How good is the real person Shae at hitting rocks?
I played t-ball when I was younger. Fuck. Okay.
All right, who's raging?
Me.
Okay, you're raging. Anything else? Is there any last things?
Pull out my battle axe if we need to do that before.
Sure.
Yeah, I've got my sword in each hand.
Okay, so as soon as you guys do that, this thing starts walking along the wall on your left and coming towards you. So let's roll initiative.
Yeah.
Son of a gun.
Nice.
Ah, shit.
18.
Damn, fishy. Them good spicy rolls are coming out tonight.
Well, you gotta make me feel bad.
Them good spicy rolls.
The old woman's not going to fight. The young girl's not going to fight. I don't think Howard's going to fight. It's going to be Huey and Dewey.
Get in there, Howard.
And Christina Aguilera is not going to pull out some like rad magic or something.
Christina Aguilera, I'm not going to let her have any redeeming qualities.
Fuck Christina Aguilera.
I was going to murder her anyway before the stupid spider showed up.
Maybe we can
If
just offer her
anyone
to the
dies,
spider.
I want Christina Aguilera to be the first fucking one to go, Brian.
You know what, Shae? I will let you decide if you want to roll an initiative for your giant boar.
Yes.
Okay.
Fuck yeah. I gave him them good scratchings, so now he is...
Okay, so Shae's going to control the boar. I'm posting his stats in the Discord real quick.
Okay, great.
Dang.
It's a beefy boy. Okay, let's see.
All right, this thing starts making his way along the wall to your left. He is 30 feet above. Oh, I guess it's a she. She is 30 feet above you. What do you want to do, Fishy?
30 feet above. Yeah.
At this point, it's a distance of, we'll say 30 by 30. 30 out, 30 up.
Okay. I'm just gonna cast Hunter's Mark, and I'm gonna hold my action. If it comes close to me, I'm gonna stab it.
Okay. It's up to you, Shae.
Okay.
The person of Shae.
The person of me. I'm going to go ahead and take a Rocky Rock boy and my Sticky Stick boy, and I'm going to do a swing and the nasty ass spider.
Okay, I'm going to call that improvised for sure.
Okay, great. Okay, great. Okay. That's a 16.
Look at improvised real quick.
Right.
1d4, okay. So an improvised thrown weapon has 20 to 60 feet. A long range of 60 feet. Oh, we'll call this... I'll give you like 20 to 100.
Okay, great.
What'd you roll?
16.
Yeah, that's a hit.
Great. What do I roll for damage? D4?
1d4.
That's a 3.
Hitting him hard.
Dun, 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 dun. So this thing starts walking towards you guys, and the ranger preps himself and gets ready to if it attacks, he's gonna do something. I don't know what he's gonna do. And Shae immediately thinks to pick up a rock, and she whacks it with the stick, and it goes flying up at the wall and pelts this thing right in the skull face. And you see a little chip fall out, and his crown wobbles. It's gonna be or her crown. It's gonna be fucking. Where's my list? Puumba's turn.
Okay. So how far away is it from Puumba?
I say it's about the same because you guys are all kind of clustered together. So 30 out. 30
okay.
out.
Okay. Give me just a second. Let me read. I guess it's Puumba's just going to go ahead and charge and try to hit with a touch.
You're just going to smash the wall?
The wall? What do you mean? Oh, it's on the wall?
30 feet up.
Okay. Well, Fazuk. Because Puumba can't climb.
I mean, you could smash the wall, or you could hold an action or something.
No, I'll just hold an action. I'll wait until it comes down.
Belmarsh.
Oh, it's me. Sorry about that. I'm gonna throw a hand axe at it.
Okay. Dope.
That's all I got, really. That's a 1.
I think you wind up with this hand axe. You pull it back real fast, like you're gonna launch it, and the head of it flies off the back end.
Oh man!
To the ground, so you gotta
throw a stick at it, essentially.
I think you caught it before you threw the stick, but you definitely have to put that head back on the axe.
All right.
Why don't you roll? Why don't you tell me high or low?
Low.
Okay, it nearly misses Gertrude.
Oh, fuck.
Very good.
So then the spider, after getting pelted with the rock, the spider gets real angry, clearly, and it jumps off this wall, and it's going to try and land on, see if we have a ray here. 1d3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, 1, 2, 6. Yeah, okay, 1d6. 5. It's gonna be Huey. It's gonna land on Huey.
Oh man.
Oh.
The 19. That's gonna hit, and
Oof. Huey, don't die.
it's gonna be 7 bludgeoning damage. So this thing is right on top of, well, it's on top of Huey. It knocks him to the ground, so he's prone now, and it's looming above you guys, and you like the light of the sky is blocked out by this thing's shadow. Huey,
Okay.
Oh, it's Huey's turn. I think Huey is going to also try and hand axe this thing from underneath it. Second. I have a hand axe. There it is. Okay. Sorry. 10. It's going to be a miss. Dewey is going to try the same thing. It's going to be a hit. 1d6 plus 3. 5 damage. All right. Fishy, your turn.
Okay, so it's within range now. Right. So I'm gonna run up and I'm gonna attempt to stab it with one of my short swords. That is a 12.
A 12?
Yeah.
What did I write? That is, it meets, it beats.
Okay. Cool.
It beats,
so,
it beats.
That's gonna be.
It beats its meat. Meets it beats it.
Did you roll damage? Fishy?
He's dead.
He's floating upside down in the tank. Not fearsome anymore.
Rest in peace. Let's just estimate and say he did like 100 damage.
Oh boy, the suspense is killing me.
What was he attacking with?
I think he was stabbing it.
Oh, he muted. Oh, wait. I was trying to fix his mic.
Short sword.
Oh.
Yes, no.
Yeah, well,
Hear me?
Yep.
Okay, so yes, I rolled damage. It was like a 14.
14, okay. Damn. Okay.
My mic didn't pick it up. So, yeah.
Was it very easy?
Okay. So, and then I do have another attack, if it lets me.
Yeah.
Okay.
You have double attack?
Level 5. Actually, I have 3 because dual wielding.
Dope.
Damn.
Okay, that is 13, because I can't roll for shit, apparently.
Still a hit?
Yeah, I only roll good on perception, I guess. 10 damage. And bonus action.
Did you say 10 damage?
Yeah. And then that's 24? For 14 more.
You guys are brutal.
Chunkin'.
Yeah. And yeah, that's it.
Dang.
Yeah.
So you
Now I'm gonna die.
you used a short sword and
It was 2 short swords, and I have. Wait, let me make sure Hunter's Mark was used right.
oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I used it right. So
So you go
it was 2 short swords and Hunter's Mark. So
yeah, you go tearing into
That's
this
why.
thing, and your short sword sliced right through its underbelly, and out comes more of this tapioca pudding stuff.
I fucking knew it.
Spider eggs.
It's kind of a different color. It's almost like it's mingled in with this spider blood, and
Disgusting.
I'm never eating pudding again.
Brian, you're fucking worst, and I hate you.
you're up, Shae.
Okay. So how tall are its leggies?
Well, its legs go way up because they kind of tower above its body, but its body is about we'll say 8 feet off the ground at the lowest point.
Okay. And we said Puumba is 6 feet tall, right?
Correct.
And I'm 5'7", which means if I climb on top of Puumba.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna play chicken with this bitch. Okay, I'm gonna climb on top of Puumba, and then we're just gonna fucking charge. Can I do that? Is that allowed? Can I use my turn to climb on top of Puumba, and then since it's Puumba's turn after...
Correct. Yeah, that's fine.
I can do that?
So it's basically, essentially what you're doing mechanically is climbing, using your movement to climb up, and then you hold your action until you get close to this thing?
Yes.
Cool. Go for it.
And then we fucking charging. Do I roll this for Puumba?
So Puumba has a charge, and then you have your attack as well.
Okay, great. I'm going to take my sticky stabby, and I'm going to aim right for the... As we're charging.
You cut out.
Right for the skull.
Okay. You're just going to whack it?
Yep, I'm going to wiggity whack it.
All right, so what does the charge do?
Let me take a peek-see.
I don't know how boars work, but we'll say that
Me
you
neither.
kind of
So it says,
rear up.
if the boar moves at least 20 feet straight toward a target and then hits a tusk attack on the same turn, the target takes an extra 2d6 slashing damage. If the target is a creature, it must succeed on a 13 strength saving throw or be knocked prone.
Okay.
So I guess if I'm charging, there's a possibility that Puumba could hit with a tusk while I hit in its face. Yes?
Yeah. DC 13 strength save. Okay. It's not going to make it.
I'm not going to make it?
The spider's not going to make it.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Spider fall down.
Okay, so...
This spider's a pussy-ass bitch.
So you want to roll your tusk attack.
Okay. Rolling. That's an 18. Do I get a plus to that?
That's definitely a hit.
And then the damage for that is 2d6.
Yeah, but it's going to be modified. So hit is 2d6 plus 3, and then, because you charged, you get an extra 7 No, no. You get an extra 2d6 slashing. I read that wrong.
Okay. So that's 10.
You roll.
I got a
extra.
6 and a 4. Yeah, 6 and a 4. I got a 10.
10 damage. Okay. What is it saying? Cool. Okay. And then roll your skull whack.
Whackety whack. Oh, fuck. That's a 15, boss.
Definitely a hit.
And then what would I use for damage on that?
Oh, this was a quarterstaff, so it's going to be 1d6.
Okay.
Or it's versatile, so you're using two-handed, or are you?
Sure, I guess I'll do it two-handed.
I think what I'll say is, if you want to do two-handed, I'll make you roll an animal handling to see if you stay on the jumping boar. If you want to do one-handed, you can automatically stay on.
Well, let me roll. If it's two-handed, does that mean I get more damage?
It's 1d6 versus 1d8.
Frickle frackle. Let's just do the 1d6.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think it's worth it.
Yeah.
I don't want to fall off.
Roll away.
Okay. That's a 4.
4 damage. Okay.
So me and Puumba did a total of 14.
Dope.
Right?
Yep. So you guys charge this spider, and its legs and its underbelly is just above the ground enough that he can kind of butt it with his tusks. He like lunges up and butts it, and you're able to hold on because you're holding on to his ears or fur or whatever. He's probably got back fur, and as he does so, you whack this thing in this face, and it topples over backwards, and legs go right out from under it, which is quite surprising. But Puumba's a big boy. And so this thing's prone, and that brings us to Belmarsh.
Woo!
So this thing...
That means I get advantage.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I'm going to run up with my battle axe, because the hand axe has failed. Well, it's a 26 for the first one, and I get 2 attacks. Should I do damage and then the next attack, or just roll them both?
Let's calculate one at a time, just...
Alright. So, I believe that's 14 damage on the first one.
Okay.
And then roll on the second one. It's 22 to hit. And, ooh, that's 15 damage.
Jeez. What are you attacking with?
Great axe.
Is that your whole turn?
Yeah.
Okay. So this thing topples backwards, and you charge into it with your this newfound opportunity, and just lay into its back section because it kind of flipped over backwards, and out it just squirts out this nasty putty all over you, and then you get another slash and tear open another hole in its back end, and it's just leaking.
I imagine he's just covered in goo and just laughing while just smashing this thing.
It's definitely like an 80s horror movie. Like, this thing's just getting splattered in your face.
Yeah.
The spider flips back onto its feet, and I think I'm going to give it an attack, but I think as flipping up, you can get an attack of opportunity.
Sweet. That's a 19.
That's a hit.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Damn.
It's only 9 damage.
9. Whoops. I did that wrong. Okay. As it's standing back on its feet and trying to get itself righted, I think that you slice one of its back legs in half, and it cuts clean through, and you hear it snap, and it falls down at your feet, and this thing shrieks as it tries to get up, and then it's you're its target now. It's very pissed at you, so it's going to do a bite attack for 17.
17 hits, yeah.
Okay. So it's going to be 5 piercing and 2 poison damage.
Alright, I'm a bear totem barbarian, so I'm resistant to both of them. So that'd be 5 damage total, right? Or 4? 4.
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
I don't know. We'll call it 4. This isn't a very serious game. Okay.
Yeah.
Huey. Huey's going to do his hand axe again. He has to get up. He takes one action to stand up. Then Dewey's going to launch with a hand axe for 16, which is a hit. It's going to be 1d6 plus 3, 7, 8, 9 damage. This thing's starting to just leak all over the place.
Yummy.
Yeah. Let's see how much pudding's in there.
There's only pudding coming out the back end. When you sliced his leg, it was actual blood and stuff. And that brings us back to Fishy. What do you want to do?
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'm gonna attack it again. That's a nat 20.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah. That's 14 damage. Magic number, I guess.
Ooh.
And that is 8, which I think misses.
What was the damage on the first one? I'm sorry.
14.
14, okay. Yeah, 8
And the
misses.
second was an 8 to hit. And then my bonus action, that's a nat 1.
Oh no!
Damn. Feels bad.
What's your
Easy
weapon?
come, easy go. Short sword.
High or low?
High.
Okay. Yeah, you swing wildly as your final attack, and it almost cuts the beard right off of Huey. Okay. Shae.
Sorry.
Okay, great.
Well,
how
Shae
far?
/ Puumba, you're still on it.
Yep. How far away are we from the spider?
It's towering above you, so I would say actually adjacent.
Okay. Okay.
It got knocked backwards, so actually we'll say 10 feet.
Yeah. See, here's what I want to do. I don't know if you're going to let me do this, but this is what I want. I want to at least attempt to jump onto its back.
The spider's back?
Yes. I want to move from Puumba to Spider-Man. Woman. Spider-Woman.
With the size of this thing, the legs are probably like the size of palm tree trunks.
Okay.
So I think...
But the actual body is only 8 feet off the ground, right?
No, that's right. That's the underbelly.
The bottom of his tum-tum.
So what you're going to need to do is probably stand up on Puumba and give a jump on this tree trunk leg and climb up if you're going to do this.
Okay, I'm not going to do that because I'm not very agile. I guess we're just going to charge at it again.
Okay.
You shut the fuck up right now.
You had me all excited.
Yeah, I guess we're just going to charge at it again. Roll for charging.
It's not going to be a charge, but you can tusk it and attack it.
Yeah. Okay. Roll for Tusky Tusk, boys. That's a 12.
A 12 is a hit. Beats
Okay,
its
great.
meat.
Okay, great. And then that was 2d6 for a tusk, right?
Mm-hmm. I think so.
That's 7.
2d6. And it's plus 3.
Okay, so that's 10.
10. And what
And then
does Shae do?
I'm gonna thwack at it again with sticky stick. That's a 19.
Hit a Rooney.
Ooh, Nelly. And that was a 1d6, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's a 5.
You're going for its skull again?
Yes.
Okay. This thing is looking rough.
Good.
Yeah, 58. So it shrieks again as Puumba tusks right through one of its legs, and your stick comes around and right on the. And you see that the jaw is now hanging on by a hinge. It's just limp, and this thing's bleeding a lot. Belmarsh, what do you want to do?
It's not still prone, is it?
It's up on its feet, but it's down to 7 legs.
Looking rough.
And I'm gonna go for another one of its legs. I'm gonna with the bats.
So far, the one it lost and the one that's just been sliced through is on the left side. When your guys are facing it, it's your left side. So do you want to go for the same side?
Yeah.
Okay.
You fall over.
So close. 27.
27 to hit?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Jesus Christ.
And then that's a 15 damage.
Good grief.
And then the second attack's an 11.
11 just misses.
Yeah.
So you were I'm sorry, I keep forgetting. What are you using as weapon?
Battle axe.
Oh yeah, big boy. So you slice again cleanly right through this leg, and he's down to 2 on that side. She. I keep saying he. She's staggering about. That's going to be the spider's turn. It's going to do another bite attack. I'm going to make this one random. It's kind of been a blind rage. Let's see. Roll d6. Huey again. It's not like Huey.
Maybe he would taste best.
She likes beards.
That fucking one. Okay. I think that it's staggering around so much that he can clearly see the attack coming, and he steps out of the way. His second attack is going to be directed at. Oops, that was 1d6. Dewey. Something about these brothers. 12. Okay. Plus, what did I say? It's going to be a miss. This one almost hits, but he dodged out of the way, and she just gets a mouthful of dirt. Fishy, it's up back to you.
Okay, I'm gonna follow suit and go after the legs. So that's 21.
Jeez, you guys. Okay. Yep.
For 12 damage.
That's plenty. What else are you doing?
There's one more leg on that side, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go for the last leg.
It's tops. It's what do you call it when it's like I don't want to say topsy-turvy.
Top-sided?
Lopsided. That's what I meant to say.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm just gonna take the last leg out from under it.
It's disgusting.
Yeah. That's a 17. For 9 damage.
Why don't you roll a deck save real quick?
Oh shit. Okay. What's mine? Let's see. Okay. 18.
You slice right through the last of this thing's legs and easily step out of the way as this thing comes crashing to the ground, and there's
No, I kind of wish I failed.
there's a thunderous smash, and this dewy dirt this rainwater dirt is just the top layer. So underneath there's this puff of smoke up in the air. Not smoke, but like dust up in the air.
Yeah,
and it shrieks and starts. The other legs start like flailing about as it's trying not to roll over on one side. It's trying to maintain uprightness. But it's up to you, Shae and Puumba. This thing is it's ripe for the picking, and I think this counts as prone, so you get advantage.
Okay, great. Me and Puumba are gonna trample this bitch. We're just gonna walk all over it.
Good.
That's an 18.
Certainly enough.
I'm getting some good rolls. I'm actually really surprised. Why don't I get these good campaigns?
Yeah.
It's good. The dice can feel your hatred for the
I
plan.
know.
Yeah.
It's funny because these are dice that Cameron sent me too. Okay, and then what do I roll for damage to trample it, I guess?
It doesn't really technically have a trample move, so I'll just say it's going to be, since he's so huge, let's just call it a single D12.
Okay, great. First, I gotta find my D12. Okay. Money shot 10.
Oh, 10 damage.
Yes.
I don't know how the boar could actually get on top of this thing, so... Well,
isn't it on the ground?
It is, but it's so bulky that it just towers above you. So I think what he does for this trample is he runs alongside of it and just razor tusks this thing's underbelly all the way on its underside.
Go straight through it.
Yeah.
Everything starts spewing out. You have your attack, and it is starting to just kind of wheeze, and it's struggling to breathe at this point. I don't know how spider breath works, but and its crown falls off.
At this point, can I jump onto the spider?
Absolutely.
Okay, I'm gonna jump onto this spider. I'm gonna take my stick and I'm gonna smash its fucking skull.
Okay, roll your attack. Nice. And you get advantage.
That's a nat 20.
Damn.
Oh, fuck yeah. Okay.
Oh my god.
And then just a d6.
Let's call this a coup de grace. You can have fucking, what do you call it? Double damage.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
So that's a 5, so 10 damage.
Your giant boar starts running through the underside of this thing and opening it like a sleeping bag zipper, and you jump on top and start running towards its skull, and you raise your staff up in the air. Do you want to describe the death of this spider as you bring this thing down?
So I imagine that I am just flying through the air, just doing that running air thing. And then I land on it, and I just ever so slowly, like I just want to take my sweet, sweet time because I know that this is going to be the final killing. This is it. It doesn't have any fucking legs. It's spewing shit and guts and eggs everywhere. And I'm just ready. I'm fucking ready to take this fucking spider shit out. So I'm going to take my little quarterstaff club stick thing that I found on the ground and stupid shop because I'm a fucking idiot and I don't ever prepare for anything ever. It's fine. Don't worry about it. I'm going to raise it over my head with both my hands and I'm going to say, suck on these eggs, bitch. And then I'm just going to smash its skull.
Fucking legendary.
The skull explodes into 1,000 different pieces, and this thing falls limp. All of its legs hit the ground, and it almost has a deflating effect because you cut out all its tummy and stuff, and so it just kind of... It's almost like when a bouncy castle is losing its air. At this point, I think everybody should roll perception.
Okay.
Oh,
Swear to God, if these eggs start hatching, just kidding. That's a 14.
Man, you get the nat 20 and the one time I get a good roll. What the hell, fish?
You're all just standing there, covered in goop and egginess and blood, and she's towering on top of this behemoth. And you guys all turn around and look at the gate, and there's a whole party of soldiers just standing there with their mouths open, staring at you. And they look like some sort of fucking royal guards or something.
What?
And one of them goes, told me, have you seen a man by the name of... And I don't fucking remember what we named that NPC.
It was Arthur something.
Arthur, whatever the fuck his last name is.
It was like
Fenceworth?
Yeah, it's it.
I'm gonna slide off of this spider. I'm gonna pick the crown up off the ground. I'm gonna put it on my head. I'm gonna walk toward the guard, and I'm gonna hand them the journal. And I'll say, we found this.
And the body we buried over there.
He's been gone a long time without any word, and we were worried about him. We told him not to go on his own, but he insisted, so...
Never fear.
We were hired by his auntie to come after him.
Never fear. We slayed the beast that doth killeth Arthur Swift Fenceworth.
Yeah, we fucked it up.
As you can see, and I like tip my crown. Wait. And I hand them the journal. My guardsman.
So these guards, you guys are welcome to join you. They have food and join them. They have food and provisions, and even a carriage. And you guys can all. They're willing to escort you to the next village over.
Yeah, let's get the fuck out of here.
And I think that's where we're gonna call it.
Okay, great.
We leave Christina Aguilera. It's cool.
Brian, this is what you get for fucking with me. I kill spiders the most savage way. Fuck you. Suck on them eggs, bitch.
Okay, that was a trip, but I should probably hop off now.
All right.
It is 1:15 in the morning.